Hi, my name is Coco, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute personalized jar. I have a list of all of the items I used in the description below. I decided to buy a jar from Target because I didn't have anything at home to use, but if you have a mason jar or something of that sort, feel free to use that instead of purchasing something. All of the elements for the card, as well as the name that I'll be attaching, were cut prior to making this video on my Cricut machine. Before attaching the name, I'm going to wipe down the jar with an alcohol swab to make sure the name sticks well. I have an assortment of candies already separated and ready to go. First, I'm going to take this shrink wrap from the jar so that we can get started. As you can see, there's a label on top that just gives you a brief description of what this jar can and cannot be used for. I'm going to leave that so that the jar can be reused by the recipient. Now I'm just wiping down the jar to get any dirt or residue off. Again, that'll help the name stick well. Now I'm going to set it to the side and let it dry. We don't want to apply it while it's wet. In the meanwhile, we'll start putting the card together. Again, this is cut out with my Cricut machine. You can do it with a Silhouette, or if you don't have either one of these machines, you can just print something out cute or buy a card to use. So I'm using a small dab of glue to attach the card as well as the emoji. So you can see I put a brown piece behind it to fill in the holes for the eyes and the mouth that's been cut out. Have a small glitter heart that I'm attaching with another small dab of glue. If you don't have hot glue, you can use any type of glue. This won't be touching any food or anything, so it really wouldn't matter what type of glue, but Elmer's glue or something like that will work fine for this project. Now that I've done that, I'm going to set it to the side till we finish the jar. So now I'll get the name ready to attach. I've already cut this out and weeded it, so I'm just going to lay down my transfer tape to pick up the name. I'm going to use a little scraping tool that came with my Cricut machine to make sure all of the letters stick to the tape. If you don't have a little scraper like this, you can rub it on the side of the table or something. You just want to make sure all of the letters pick up. And now I want to stabilize my glass to apply the name. Now if you need a guide, you may want to put down some painter's tape or something to keep a straight line. I do this a lot, so I can just eyeball it myself. I don't have to do any of that, but you want to make sure it's on straight, and you want to do it the first time to avoid the tackiness giving up. Now I'm just going over it and applying pressure to make sure all of the letters stick down, and I'm happy with the way it looks. So next I'm going to remove the tape. And I usually do this slowly at an angle to avoid pulling up any letters by accident. You do want to make sure as you're pulling slowly that the letters are laying down. If you happen to pull letters and they're still attached to the tape and not to the glass, you just want to lay that tape back over the letters, apply a little pressure, and start removing the tape again. Now I'm going to rub over the letters with my finger just to make sure there are no bubbles or raised edges, because we don't want the name to come off. And the last thing for me to do is add the candy. So I'm just mixing it up a little bit so that it'll be mixed as it's going into the jar. And I want it full, but not too full, because I do have to put the lid on this. So I'm just pressing everything in, making sure it all fits. okay, and I still have room up top, so I shouldn't have a problem with the lid. There we go, it's on there. So that's it. We are done. The card is done. When they open the box, this is what I decided to add a little twine to help the guys pull these jars out of the boxes after I package them. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to follow me on my other social media outlets. Thanks.